I'm not breaking anyone's car.
But she is dead. Yeah, just write a check. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
So she got inside the car.
She got inside.
Did you go get in the car and talk, or did you stand there with the door open and talk to her?
I think I did get inside the car for like a quick minute and just see what's the deal. It's just talking to her.
Did your pants come unzipped, unbuttoned, anything while you were standing right there?
No.
I don't know what to say. I mean, because it just looks like I just caught you in a lie, and now I don't know what to believe.
Nothing was done. As far as that, nothing.
Catching killers.
While police officers are sworn to uphold the law,
Hey, put your hands up. Put your hands up.
they often break it with impunity. In this video, we'll see cops who think that carrying a badge means having a license to commit heinous crimes of their own.
I'm not breaking anyone's car.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
You're older than me. Act like a fucking man. God, son of a...
Starting with the case of Paulding County, Georgia Sheriff's Deputy Michael McMaster. In the early morning hours of March 4, 2022, a neighbor calls police to report a suspicious man in a hoodie and backpack allegedly attempting to break into a vehicle. Soon after, Deputy McMaster arrives near the scene and observes 30-year-old Tyler Canaris walking along the side of the road.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Get your hands in your pockets. Turn up your chains, baby.
Excuse me.
You're being detained, bud. Don't take your backpack off. Take your backpack off.
Excuse me. What am I doing?
Take your backpack off.
Can you explain what this
Before
is
you
for?
go on the ground, take your backpack off.
I'm going to get picked up for work.
McMaster spots Tyler walking and detains him without any explanation as to why, even though he lawfully and respectfully asks. Tyler will even offer to tell the deputy where he's going, not that it will do him any favors.
Come on. Since we want to play this game,
Sir,
put your hands behind your back.
this is my phone.
Put it down.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Just put your hands behind your back before you end up on the ground.
I'm trying to drop my phone. Hello? Are you telling me what this is about?
You're being detained for a minute. You're matching the description of someone trying to break into people's cars.
During an aggressive search of Tyler, Deputy McMaster finally tells him why he's detained, but the shocking brutality he exhibits next is inexplicable.
I'm not breaking anyone's car. I'm just going to work.
Put your hands behind your fucking back.
I'm just going to work.
You dumb bastard.
Oh my God. I'm just going to work.
They don't know where we are.
Help me. I'm just going to work.
You got that? Yeah.
I'm just going to work. Ow. Ow.
I don't know. That.
Ow, please.
Yeah.
I'm getting picked up from work, please.
921, man.
Please help me.
Shut the fuck up. Get up.
I'm going to work.
Your traffic pardon.
Ow. Ow.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Get up.
After aggressively body slamming Tyler for seemingly no reason, another officer arrives to assist. As he begs for help, they drag him to the vehicle, hurling verbal abuse along the way.
I'm going to work.
Are you on camera breaking in the car?
No, I just came right down to help.
I bet you are.
He lives right up there. What did I do wrong?
Hey, 348.
Please, I just came from work.
Well, you're under arrest for obstruction, at least.
How? I literally just
You
came
didn't
from
want to.
Dad's
You
help.
didn't want to fucking listen. Put your hands behind your back. That's simple. Then I told you you're going to end up on the ground. You still didn't do that.
I wasn't
Then your
trying
ass ended
to.
up on the ground, didn't it?
I wasn't trying to.
You wasn't trying to.
I wasn't
How old are you?
trying to, please.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
You're older than me. Act like a fucking man.
Tyler sticks by the story that he's going to work, denying any attempt to break into a vehicle. Deputy McMaster accuses him of obstruction, but it's uncertain as to how he come to this conclusion if he was being honest. But for him, it's either obey the vague commands or suffer his own brand of justice.
When the cops say put your hands behind your back, you do it. And then we explain.
I don't know what I did wrong.
I was trying to explain to you, but you wanted to keep pulling away. So now you're under arrest for obstruction.
No, seriously, what?
Nope, I
Really?
told you multiple times. All you had to do was listen. But no, you wanted to be a child and try to pull away. That's your fault.
No, come on.
No, you're under arrest.
No.
Yeah.
Was broken on the day of arrest. About 9/5 of 89.
Really?
Car parts.
I got my other headphone in my ear. Please come on. I'm just trying to get my life back together.
The first name is Chris. It's not
Can you
Christopher.
please call my dad, please?
How old are you? 29? I'm not calling your dad.
What?
I'm not calling your dad. You're 29. You're older than me. I ain't
No,
calling.
come on, please. I'm just trying to get to work.
You can go in the back of my car. I want to be a dick.
Okay.
I said, put your hands behind your back. You're being detained.
What do you say?
What? No. What is this about? And I was like, dude, I'll explain in just a minute.
While nothing Deputy McMaster said is incorrect, he neglects the fact that Tyler wasn't an immediate threat, giving him no reason to be slammed to the ground.
Tried to key it up, it wouldn't go out, and I was like, fuck it, dude. Because he started walking that way. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Male backpack, right? Dark clothing?
Yeah. I mean, it matches to a T. I'm willing to bet he's on camera.
Just want to make sure it's him. Because he didn't really have...
I can go up to that address.
Yeah, just in case he hit his head pretty good.
Fair.
Deputy McMaster claims that Tyler started walking away after the initial stop, but as his own dash cam shows, Tyler did everything he was asked.
Oh. Gloves.
There's tools.
Mask. He ever made it into a car, did he?
He was
that we know
trying.
of. Yeah, he was trying.
He was trying.
So, if it is him...
He had criminal attempt all day.
Yeah, criminal attempt. I was like, they said negative charges. Did you see him trying to get into a car?
I'm saying, I was like, well...
I was going to address that later. This is where he lives. Evans Mill. Maybe he's trying to scam his fucking...
Metro is clear on Holtzclaw plan. Give us the new address.
At every turn, Deputy McMaster assumes the worst about his supposed suspect, but when he literally runs out of ideas as to how Tyler could be guilty, his sentence trails off into nothing.
All you do is take his backpack off, turn around, put his hand behind his back. We wouldn't have played this game.
As paramedics arrive to treat the head injury, the deputy responsible for it coldly frames the encounter as a game that Tyler lost.
I actually got into a car. I dropped him on his head right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got boo-boos too, but I'm okay. But yeah, in the back of my car. Just make sure he's... Yeah, I think that's a blood spot.
A full year after the incident, and only after this tape was released, Deputy McMaster was terminated from the Paulding County Sheriff's Department. He was found to have a long history of reprimands for aggressive behavior. Tyler Kenner has suffered a fractured clavicle, thumb, and skull, a ruptured eardrum, and a traumatic brain injury. He is suing both McMaster and the Paulding County Sheriff for violations of his civil rights. He still faces a charge for obstruction of justice. As infuriating as this was, the case of this visually impaired senior citizen in Florida is just as insane.
You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth? You don't have to be a dick to me.
Well, you're being one to me. I want your name and badge number 2, sir.
It's October 31, 2022 in Lake City, Florida, and legally blind Navy veteran James Hodges is walking home from jury duty when Deputy Jamie Gohde stops him on an absurd assumption.
Hi there.
Hey.
What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good.
I was investigating.
You have reasonable,
Do you want me to
articulated
put you in
suspicion.
handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't
Have
have
you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a dick to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm
Have a
doing my
good day.
job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
If an officer doesn't suspect someone of a crime, they aren't legally required to provide ID. James shows the deputy his cane, yet instead of admitting her mistake, she detains him. As she calls supervisor, Sergeant Randall Harrison, to the scene, things begin to escalate.
Call your
Put you in here.
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
Sir, what's the stop you for? For a walking stick.
So-
And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable, articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime and committing a crime or about to do a crime.
Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay, and she's asking you for your ID.
Well, now she has verified that I am not armed, okay? So there is no problem.
You got your ID or not?
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
You deserve it.
77 Whiskey Mike 15. I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have a wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID at? Pocket. Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
James informs the officers that they aren't allowed to search him. Since they now have no suspicion of a crime being committed, a search of his person is a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick, 65427.
Yeah, 4427.
Preferably
Hotel
your cards.
322-457-61-2540.
Yeah, 23.
James does everything right in this situation. He asks clearly for the officers' information and invokes his right to remain silent, refusing to give them anything they can later distort and use against him.
Sir, are you legally blind? Yes, I am. Okay. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled. Why aren't you using your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time? Not all the time.
26.
Green.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know what? Put him in jail for resisting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
Have a seat.
You wanna pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
The officers have now identified James, and all he's done is ask for their names and badge numbers, which he has every right as a citizen to do. It's a strange decision to arrest him at this point, one that will later come back to haunt the officers. James Hodges was charged with resisting without violence and spent 24 hours in a jail cell. James later sued both the Deputy Gohde and Sergeant Harrison, who were briefly suspended for their roles in the incident. Sergeant Harrison was also demoted from his position. As crazy as that was, wait until you see what these Texas cops get caught doing while serving an eviction notice.
Put them in my shirt. Oh. Ray-Bans.
In late January of 2021, Texas Constable Curtis Traylor Harris and his two deputies, Laquenda and Derrick Holman, and serving an eviction notice when one of their body cams accidentally activates, catching them in a shocking act.
Hold on, don't come down here.
No, you just bring that. This one right here.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Shit. Please.
Okay, this. Put them in my shirt. Hold on. Hey, Gamble. Hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on.
Oh, we got some cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah, everything here. Took.
This can go in here. We set that box right. We set that on that dresser.
What's this?
A box.
Constable Traylor Harris and Deputy Banks are both seen finding watches and cocaine in the resident's closet. They steal at will, completely oblivious to the activated camera recording their every move.
Hold on. Give me a second. You got this bong. Hold on.
Deputy Banks watches herself in the mirror, shoving the resident's valuables in her vest. There seems to be no hint of guilt or hesitation in her eyes.
Oh, no, there's a whole bunch in the other bag, too. We can roll this out. We're missing a small handgun. I can tell you that now.
He probably got it with
I found some bullets. It was the bullets on top of that. I didn't go through them. Shit.
Yeah, he probably
Okay.
got it with him.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let me take this.
Okay. Let's add. These are pills. Hold on. I know it's in here. It'll be an easy reach. What is this? A cell phone or something? Scale. Oh shoot. Calculator. It's a cell phone charger. Hold on, wait. What is this? Some gun.
A string gun, maybe. Let me see. No, it's a clip.
To a gun?
Yeah, it's a Ruger.
Okay, this is some more bullets. Yeah, sheriff's office. Some more money. Hold on a minute.
After being baffled by the ammo clip she finds, Deputy Banks helps Constable Traylor Harris stash the loose cash from the bedside drawer before she's interrupted by one of the residents claiming to have their lawyer on the phone. Not that this will thwart them from their search for more items to steal.
Could we told him to get out? That's the little girl purse. Y'all check these out. What is it? This is shit I bought last night. Pissed off. You still in here? You found something else? Oakley glasses. Like they got everything in a good spot. Hide it. This seems like the daughter's room. Or, what you see? Yeah, I seen that one already. The Oakley's up. They was and everything.
Now, are they allowed to keep anything of value?
Who?
Them.
As long as it's who? The constable?
No, the company.
What's all this? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Oh. Ray-Bans. Okay. Oh, what's in here? Hold on, let me put this right there. How I... Hold on.
Making sure no stone is left unturned, Deputy Banks searches a child's room and finds herself a new pair of designer shades.
All right. We done got hot. They can come in. Ooh, yeah, it's hot. Ooh.
Yeah, I ain't want you need to go rest. You need to go sit down and rest a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I need to go sit down and rest.
Yeah, go sit down and rest a little bit.
But a hard day's work on the job leaves her breathless. The residents soon discovered several items missing, including cash, makeup in a safe containing antique coins, military medals, and personal documents. After an internal investigation, Deputy Banks' incriminating body cam was found. All three were suspended from duty, arrested, and charged with abuse of official capacity, official oppression, and property theft. Traylor Harris was found guilty and sentenced to 5 years probation, after which he was allowed to resign. Laquenda Banks pleaded guilty in exchange for a plea bargain and received 18 months probation, and Derrick Holman was found not guilty. While some corrupt cops abuse their power to steal, others use it to settle disputes with their daughter's boyfriends or make them much worse.
You're going to jail. Get out. Call 911, you're going to jail. Get in my car.
You have to give me a reason. By law, why are you pushing me?
On April 16, 2018, Officer John Kovach of Lorraine, Ohio pulls over 18-year-old Makai Coleman, seemingly for no reason. But we'll soon learn that this is no ordinary traffic stop and the true motivations behind it much more personal.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make shit up as we go.
Officer Kovach, without identifying himself, immediately tells Makai he's going to jail and commands him out of the vehicle. When asked his reasons, Kovach says, "We'll make it up as we go along," implying that he has none, but he's open to finding some.
Any guns, knives, weed on you? What's that? Obviously. Go ahead, get smart before I can do something to you, even more.
Officer Kovach continues to bait Makai, hoping to get a reaction that will give him an excuse to use force. But before he can, one of the 3 teenage passengers in the vehicle interrupts. But as he deals with her, he'll miss a call from dispatch about a potential shooting.
121 and 124.
I think I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
25 Overland.
34 Ashland. I tell you get out of the car? Did I tell you get out of the car?
Other road that flows Toros. Bill's advising a white female in a blue Jeep, threatening them with a gun. She's in a Ford Focus, maroon. She also called in any primary, so she did show them in. She has a 1015 permit.
Does your dad know my daughter's in your house?
My dad?
Yeah. Or is your ma there?
Kovach assumes the passenger is related to Makai and asks if her dad knows his daughter is at their house, a strange question which seems to baffle the female. But things heat up when the mother of 2 of the teens, Gloria Morales, comes out of her house asking questions, and Kovach and one of his own.
My daughter in there?
No. You would like to check? Not here.
Why is her computer there?
Kovach later told fellow officers he had traced his daughter's laptop location because of supposed concerns over her mental health and because of her relationship with Coleman, who she was staying with against his wishes. But what he threatens Morales with next is a shocking abuse of police power.
I just come home and making dinner. My kids went to Walmart. Why would your daughter be in my house?
I don't know. You don't. So if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check, and I'm not lying to you. So if I'm not lying, I don't know why you're accusing me of that. I don't have to lie to her.
Well, I was told she was here. So if I check,
I know you.
and
Any reason to lie to you?
well,
You and you
that boy's been harboring her. Okay, I heard she was suicidal. All
I
right.
don't know anything about what's going on with your daughter. I'm sorry about the circumstances.
Okay.
My issues with my own kids, so I could relate. Whether you're from or not, I can get from my parents.
So I can come in and check, right? She's getting a ticket because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. So that's going to cost you your daughter. So that's going to cost you $20.
But after Morales refuses to let Kovach come into her house to search for the laptop, he decides a different approach. Threaten her daughter with a ticket, but predictably, her mother won't appreciate this and will let him know it.
For your information, you're getting a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt.
I had my seatbelt.
No, you didn't. You can go to court then. Okay?
I had my seatbelt on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You can plead not guilty and you can go to court then.
I had my seatbelt
Go
on.
back in your house.
No, I don't have to go to my house.
Oh, you do.
Recording and fight that ticket. How I'm going to tell the judge that you came to my house. You asked
You're being
me,
disorderly. Would you like to go to jail?
You're making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a
I
seatbelt.
was wearing my seatbelt. How am I being disorderly? You're making this personal. You want to ticket my daughter because you think your daughter is in my house.
No, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Whatever is going in your personal
It's on
life,
video.
You shouldn't take it with the uniform.
It's on video.
Okay? It is personal.
It's on
Because
video.
You see, when you accuse me of your daughter
You're
being
being
in my
disorderly.
house,
Would you like to?
How am I being disorderly?
I'm trying to conduct an investigation. You're obstructing me. You're obstructing me.
For your daughter, you're using police time.
You're obstructing me.
Time.
This is your last warning.
I'm going to call 911.
You call 911. I am Call 911, you're going to jail.
Morales says she's calling 911, which causes a panicking Kovach to threaten to arrest her. But he soon won't have any need, as he learns that his daughter has been right under his nose this entire time.
Go ahead with your mom. I'm letting her go with you. She's in the car. I didn't even see you. Get out of the car. Get in my car. Go ahead, you guys are good. Ma'am, they could go with you. Get in my car. Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye. Goodbye. Get in my car.
You can't. You can't take me. I am 18.
Goodbye.
You can't take her in. She's an adult.
Goodbye.
Hey, well, you can get back in the car. You're in the
No, you're not. Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
Get in my car.
Why are you taking me? You have to give me a reason. By law, why are you pushing me? Why are you fucking pushing me? Why are you doing this? Turn on your camera, guys. Turn it on.
Get in my car.
You can't arrest me for no reason. You can't. You can't.
Caitlin! Knock it off!
You don't want me! I know! Why you can't do this! You can't do this! You can't! You can't pay me for no reason!
Yeah, she did nothing.
I'm an adult!
Get in the car.
Why are you putting her in the car?
She was suicidal yesterday.
I was not!
She wasn't even with
You weren't even with me yesterday!
Just like, well, Friday. Get in the car.
Friday, I was not!
Get in the car.
I have video of Bruce with me all day yesterday.
Get in the car.
We're not harboring a fugitive. She's an adult. She has no risk. She has no reason to be with anymore. She's gone.
Get in the car.
I'm not! I was going home to her mother, but you're ruining it! I can't! You gotta come down!
I hope you know we're already taking you to court.
That's fine.
You're going to court already. I know you're about to lose your job. I heard you're suicidal already.
She's going to the hospital.
She's going for what?
Don't get me!
For what? Tell me why she's going to the hospital. Because you think of what?
She's going to the hospital because she said she was going to kill herself Friday.
No, I didn't!
Where is
I
it?
did
You have
not!
text message, anything?
I did not!
Yes.
What?
You have anything?
I did not! You were with me Friday! You weren't even with me!
You're going to go to the hospital, all right?
No, I'm fucking not! I never said this!
You told me Friday.
I never did! What do you mean? I wasn't even with you! I wouldn't let me out of the car!
Victims of so-called gaslighting are deliberately told false information about themselves, often leading them to question reality or even their own sanity. Officer Kovach's attempt wouldn't work on his daughter or on the Lorain Police Department, who fired him for violating multiple department policies. As entitled as that officer was, our next finds out what happens when a fellow cop doesn't let him get away with speeding on his way to work.
You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
On June 6, 2023, a Seminole County, Florida deputy spots an Orlando police officer, Alexander Shaouni, driving 80 miles per hour in a 45 zone.
Over 100 miles an hour trying to catch up with this butthead. He's the guy that, copy down that bumper.
This one or this one?
Yeah, 11070. Pull over. You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
But after turning on his lights and attempting to initiate a stop, Shaouni will have other plans.
(3113) to 313.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton. I need to see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050.
After the officer questions Shaouni as to why he didn't stop, his only explanation is that he's trying to get to work. When it's made clear he's not going to get away with this, Shaouni shows how much he respects his fellow officer's authority. Shaouni was later fired and charged with resisting an officer and fleeing from law enforcement. While every case of police corruption is serious, that was nothing compared to our next one.
And you said that you made a traffic stop after work, but you didn't call it in.
I didn't call it.
Did she offer anything? Don't take me to jail, I'll do this.
How long do you usually take on traffic stop?
I don't know what to believe, because you tell me this, I go to verify it, she tells me the opposite, and now I'm wondering what you're telling the truth about. I don't believe you.
On June 18, 2014, Oklahoma City police officer Daniel Holtzclaw arrived for his afternoon shift only to be confronted by detectives from the department's sex crimes unit. They received a disturbing claim about a sexual assault committed by one of their officers early that morning, and with all evidence pointing to Daniel, he's placed in an interrogation room to undergo questioning.
Now, I know you're an officer, and I know you've seen these 1,000 times and you've read them yourself.
Right.
You still ask me any questions if you have one.
Right.
Okay, don't be embarrassed of that.
Right.
Okay?
I think I'm already embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed? Why? Tell me why you're embarrassed.
The station deal, so.
Nobody. Well, I mean, there's rumors flying.
everyone.
I know, and we tried to do that as kind of quietly as we could, and that's why we took you out the front and stuff. But this is gonna make the rumors go away.
Okay.
Okay, for you.
Right.
The rumor tomorrow is gonna be on somebody else.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So let's get them off of you
Mm-hmm.
and get them onto somebody else and get this over with.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Okay. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that? You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You understand that? If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one. If you decide to make a statement, you may stop the interview at any time. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I do.
Just write yes or I do or whatever right there. Oh, you're lefty too. Okay, hold on. You shoot right-handed, but you right left-handed?
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous.
Me too.
So, a little bit.
I shoot right-handed and right left-handed. That's which do you
Bat right-handed, throw left-handed.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I throw right-handed, but I bat left-handed.
Kick left foot.
No, I kick right foot. How do you eat?
both hands.
The dead still Daniel is clearly uncomfortable being on the wrong side of Miranda. The detective tells him this will make the rumors stop, but it's yet to be known if her efforts at bonding will get her any closer to the truth.
Okay, look, just like we talked in the car. You haven't heard any rumors?
I haven't heard any rumors.
So
when I walked in the station, I see Captain leaned over, not unusual. I go, Captain Clifton, hey. But then I've seen you in the cab, I've never seen you. And so.
Well, nobody.
But I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
So just like anything.
You had said, and we told you that there was a traffic stop.
Right.
That somebody made some allegations against an officer.
Right.
They don't know the officer's name, none of that. And you said that you made a traffic stop after work,
Yeah.
but you didn't call it in.
I didn't call it.
Where was that?
It was about Northeast 50th and Lincoln, just to the west.
Okay. Tell me about that stop.
I was going westbound on Northeast 50th, probably a block just east of Lincoln. I see a red Grand Prix, or Grand Am, in my right lane, in the outside lane. I'm in the inside lane. The car swerves, and so at the time I'm thinking, okay, it's probably a drunk person, or maybe got excited because they saw a cop. So I kind of fall behind it, kind of drifting just a little bit, not crossing lane lines, nothing crazy. So I lighted up because at first the traffic violation I saw at first when it swerved. That was just west of Northeast 50th in Lincoln. And then made contact. It was a black female. Asked for license insurance. Stated that she didn't have insurance. Gave me an ID. At the time I'm like, do you have a valid insurance or a valid license? She said no. I told her, I just got off work. I mean, what's the deal? You know, why are you swerving? And she says, I'm just trying to go home to Ann Arbor-ish on the northwest side to see your daughter or something like that. So I asked, is there anything on board as far as the vehicle? Is it okay if I search your vehicle and whatnot? She said, the only thing that's inside there is a Kool-Aid cup. I'm like, is there anything inside of that Kool-Aid? Is there liquor or anything inside that Kool-Aid? She's no. I'm like, okay, is there anything else inside there? She says there's pills. I'm like, is that the only thing? And then, so I said, can I have permission to search your car? She said yes. I go inside the car, I see a lot of pills. But
what kind of pills?
I didn't really.
Like scattered pills or in a bottle?
She said it was hydrocodone pills, but I just quickly looked at it, and I think I saw her name on the prescription bottle, so I didn't.
Oh, so it was a bottle.
Right.
Okay.
There were several bottles in her purse. And then, so at that time, I just returned back to her. It's like, okay, I saw your pills. I didn't see any alcohol. I sniffed the drink, didn't smell any alcohol in the Kool-Aid. I'm like, okay, I'm just off work. I'm tired. Get your license taken care of. Just mine.
So she didn't have a driver's license?
She didn't have a driver's license, and I was just like, go to DPS, Department of Public Safety on King, get that taken care of, and I cut her loose after that.
Okay. Then where'd you go?
I went straight home.
Okay. Do you remember her name? It was on the prescription.
I don't.
Okay. Do you make traffic stops normally after work?
I don't, but in that case, I saw her swerve and whatnot, so
I mean, me, I don't.
Felt.
After I get off work.
I know. I mean, people, cops say that as have a, whatnot, to have the vision, whatever, but I felt like I needed to make that traffic stop.
The ability of an off-duty officer to make a traffic stop greatly depends on the department and jurisdiction, but regardless, the reasons for doing so are typically more important than a minor traffic violation.
How was she? Was she respectful? Was she
felt like she was nervous and whatnot, and I'm like, why are you nervous? And she was even crying. I'm like, why are you crying? Why are you nervous? Whatnot? And she's just like, I don't know. I'm just nervous because you're a cop and I got pulled over. I'm like, nothing you have to be nervous about. And I told her, I'm like, I don't really want to take you to jail for no SDL or anything. I just got off work. I'm tired. So with my officer courtesy or whatnot, I said, go get that taken care of tomorrow. Let her on her way.
And you don't have to fix. I'm not going to sit here and go, why didn't you take her to die?
Well,
that's no, I don't care. Was she drunk? Did you think she was drunk?
I think she was. She drank, but I don't think she, with my experience, I don't think she was past the legal limit.
Right.
So,
I mean,
and that's what I asked her too. Is like, with your pain medicines, the hydrocodone, everyone knows that you drink with that, it maximizes the effects. So, I asked her that. She said no. But when she was in the back of my car, when I was in the front car, in the driver's seat, I could smell it off of her, but I don't think she was still past the legal limit.
Okay. So you got her out of the car?
Yes.
Okay. And put her in the back of your car?
Yes.
Okay. Any problems there?
No, she was cooperative. Didn't give me any problems or whatnot.
Okay. And then you searched, did you run her through Unit 800?
I didn't.
You didn't? So, did you run her on your MDT?
No, I didn't. All my stuff as far as that, because I didn't even call it in and say it was a traffic stop, my computer was off and everything as well.
Did you shut it off?
I just shut it off, yeah. On the way, on 50th, I turned it off right before the traffic stop, basically.
Daniel now claims he suspected the female suspect of drinking, but not being over the legal limit. Considering he didn't think a crime was committed, it's strange he would make her sit in the back of his car. Even stranger, he failed to report the stop to dispatch, claiming his computers have been shut off after his shift.
And you, when you put her in your car, did you pat search her?
When I came here, I was like, lift up your shirt. Is there anything on you? Anything as far as your waistband or anything like that? She said no. And then I put her in the vehicle and went from there. Asked her everything.
Did your hands go on her at all?
I backhanded her on as far as the side.
Where on her body? Tell me. You backhanded?
Her waist, and the back portion. I didn't touch her butt or anything, but the back portion of the waist. And then she lifted it up like right here, and there's nothing.
Did she lift it up like this?
No.
Okay. So she never, like, went, whoo, nothing,
No.
exposed her breasts or anything like that?
She asked me if I was like, no, it's okay.
She asked you?
If you want to search me, I'm like, no, it's okay.
So she never, like, put her hands on the car and you...
No.
The victim claimed that Daniel forced her to lift her shirt and pull down her pants. Framing them as a search of her person, he may already be attempting to counteract her claims. He tells the detective he then let the victim go without incident, prompting her to get down to business.
This is the deal where she's the complaining party.
Okay.
Okay. And she's making some sexual allegations, obviously, because sex crimes is working it.
Right. What did she say?
Well, was there anything, an accidental touch, anything?
If she thought it, when I pat searched her, but it was nothing as far as I felt like I would do anything as far as sexual or anything like that. And for my safety, I just checked to see the weapons or anything. To make clear, I didn't touch her butt, but the waist side and whatnot. If you would like me to do it for me to show you.
No, and I'm fine with it, and you have every right to do that.
Right.
She's saying that you made her lift up her shirt, and when she lifted up her shirt, she exposed her breasts.
No.
Did you ever see
I asked her, is there anything inside your bra? And she said no. So I was like, okay. And she said, you want me to show you? And that's all the time I said, no, you don't need to do that.
She said she said she was doing this. When you said, is there anything inside your bra? And she was going, no, I don't have anything like that. Did she do that?
Yeah, she did, but I didn't look or anything like that.
Right.
And then she was like, do you want me to show you? I was like, no.
She said when she said, do you want me to show you? You said, yeah, and she went,
no, I didn't.
But could she have been, woo, flashing you? And now you don't want to tell me because you're afraid you're going to get in trouble?
No, when I told her no, I said no.
Then she didn't go, yeah,
No.
because sometimes drunk girls are,
having a good time.
yeah, and partying down. And let's face it,
I've already heard stories about officers
people
and
want,
whatnot.
they
so
want officers for hubbies or whatever.
I said no.
But you could have said no. But I'm asking you if she flashed you anyways.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her
no
breasts.
boobies?
I didn't see her breasts.
The detective leans forward and, making direct eye contact, asks if Daniel saw the victim nude. Although continuing to deny the accusations, odd behavior like not reporting the stop will soon lead detectives to requesting a DNA swab.
See, this ain't so bad, huh?
No, I never had this done, so.
Right. Stay up. There we go. And you get a free teeth cleaning with your first time.
You won't go none though.
All right, and then we're gonna have one more round.
I turned off my phone.
We'll have a couple more questions.
After taking the DNA swab and with the introduction of the second detective and more evidence, the interrogation will enter a second, more aggressive phase.
Well, Daniel, this is kind of one of the things that we kind of bring in here to see how truthful you are.
Right.
Now, you need to kind of think of a few different things here.
Okay.
Okay. We pulled up a lot of video around that area after these allegations.
Okay.
Okay. She also had a SANE exam, which you know what that consists of.
Right.
There's a reason why we wanted your buckles.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I mean, we can go through a couple different things of why we've got you in here, but you sure there's nothing you want to?
Nothing.
So if we go off the video and watch that,
right,
you're still going to stick with your story?
Yes, sir.
If we go off DNA?
DNA as well.
Should we show you the video?
If yes.
You do want to see it?
Do I? Yes.
So there's nothing that...
Everything that I recall of that night is what was asked and everything. That's what happened.
Have I maybe not asked enough questions?
I think everything covered as far as that.
Do you recall putting your penis in her mouth?
I don't.
Would you recall that if you did it?
If I did it, yeah.
While not proving of guilt, most people, if accused of something so heinous, would probably react more defensively than Daniel is now. The detective will now let him know just how serious this is.
And we just didn't pick you out, okay?
Right.
I mean, there's a whole lineup there, okay? But there's definitely enough here to bring you in here to start questioning you.
Right.
Okay. We knew you were on that stop.
Right.
We knew you were there. And we can watch a whole lot of actions being performed while you were there. Okay. And that's why she was trying to give you every out on the whole booby thing.
Despite the detectives giving him every chance to explain the booby thing, Daniel sticks by his story of the peculiar early morning stop. But he'll now be confronted with something that will make his situation even more nerve-wracking.
Sir, I'm sticking with my story.
Okay. On the video, are we going to see her boobs?
Shouldn't see her. I didn't see her boobs.
Okay. Are we going to see her pull her pants down?
I didn't see her pull her pants down.
Okay. Are we going to see your penis out?
Nope.
Are we going to see your go in her mouth?
No.
Are we going to get any DNA to that?
No.
Let's switch up for a second. You had another girl, okay? You probably not necessarily going to remember the name, but her name is Terry Morris, okay? Black female. Supposedly you promised her a ride to the city rescue mission. This ring a bell?
No.
You did a traffic stop with her. She thought you ran for warrants. Clicking. Drove her around.
No. Name doesn't. I don't recall a name like that.
Okay, but she's claiming the same thing. The exact same thing. And here again, for whatever reason, the things are pointing at you again.
Right.
Now this was before even this incident this morning. Traffic stop, not logged in, all that stuff.
This morning?
No, this has been a little bit ago.
Okay.
This was here just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay. Anything?
I don't.
Do you remember stopping?
I don't recall a name of Terry Morris.
Well, I wouldn't remember a name.
How about black female downtown, city rescue mission? That's what I was trying to jog your memory.
I haven't been to a city rescue mission.
I didn't say you made it there.
Have you promised anybody a ride to the city rescue
I haven't
mission?
asked anyone asked me to the city rescue mission.
No, she didn't have to ask you. Did you offer to take anybody to the city rescue mission?
No, I don't offer anyone because I don't like going there. To be honest with you, I
don't like dealing with what?
I don't like going over to the city rescue mission or anything like that.
Daniel denies any knowledge of his second accuser, who claims he offered her a ride before assaulting her in the exact same way. Despite his denials, the detectives continue to ask him questions with the hope of eventually comparing the answers with that of his accusers.
What do you think about all this?
Heads out here. I want you to take the exam and get this over with. I feel embarrassed because going to the station.
That's why we try to handle it.
Right. And I've heard of officers going through this and whatnot, and that's something I don't want my rep to be, about. I'm a good officer. I don't. That's not me. It's not me.
Are you circumcised?
I am circumcised.
Just asking. Do you have pubic hair?
Yes.
Well, I mean, some people manscape, as you call it.
Right.
You groom?
I groom.
Okay.
Yes.
So do I.
You got any identifying marks around your penis?
I don't.
Just a plain old huh?
Plain old.
Plain old 14-incher.
I don't know what to say about that, but
I just don't know what to think. Would you take a polygraph?
yeah, if you want to take a polygraph.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a solution. Do you know how slow DNA is?
I don't. I do not.
Slow. You be willing to take a polygraph on it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm calling. Get that set up.
You, that's kind of delving off different, but you married?
I'm not married.
Girlfriends?
Here and there.
Kids?
No kids.
You're big. You on roids?
I'm not on steroids.
A little bit?
I've been always,
which I don't care.
I've always been a big...
I'm not the dope police.
I've always been a big bone guy, football athletic.
You got more than big bones. You got big muscles,
I work
too.
out all the time.
Do you?
I do.
Where do you work out?
At a 4-star gym off of May, about 63rd.
Yeah. No roids at all.
No roids.
You do all the protein drinks and all that
I drink a lot
stuff.
of protein.
That can damage your kidneys, just so you know.
So.
If you did roids, would you tell us?
I would. I'll tell you.
I mean, because we don't care.
I have nothing to hide about that. I've always been a big guy. I always work out all the time.
The detective uses flattery to gain more trust from Daniel, commenting on the size of his muscles, among other body parts. The objective is twofold. It puts Daniel at ease, increasing the odds he'll be honest, and gives her a chance to ask if he uses steroids. By telling him they don't care if he does and won't be in trouble for it, she's again establishing trust with Daniel.
I believe so. I don't know.
And I'm trying to get this so we can match it up with the video.
Right.
After you search, you come back over here and talk to her.
Right.
Okay. Any cars passing by then?
Maybe a couple.
Could she have missed? Because if you're standing right here and you're a big guy,
right,
and she's sitting right here, if she goes like this, well, she's gonna be looking right at your penis.
Okay. But it was just talking.
Did you? Let me ask you this: did you ever get a hard on while you were talking to her? Because she could have.
I don't think
these
I got.
pants don't fit the greatest,
Right.
and if you get a hard on, I'm gonna be able to tell you got a hard on.
Right, and I'm pretty positive I didn't get a hard on.
Didn't get a hard on when you talked to her. Well,
positive.
do you still just get boners because you get boners?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever got a boner on a call?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have.
But it's not something you would
No.
remember. I mean, I would remember if I got a hard on talking to somebody.
And as a guy, it happens.
That's not something. I know.
So.
Well, you're not 50 yet either, so happens because of your age. Could she have could you have got a hard on and she saw it and
I don't think I got
scared her?
I don't think I got a hard on, but like I said, she was already nervous and crying and whatnot. I'd already told her, I'm like, hey, I want to go home. I'm done with my shift. I don't think you need to be worried about it. If nothing's on board where I need to take you to jail, you're good. I'm not worried about no state driver's license.
Did your pants come unzipped, unbuttoned, anything while you were standing right there?
No.
CSI is processing your car right now.
Right.
And when we stepped out, they found some pubic hairs right in here. Could they be yours?
No, that's not. I didn't pull my penis out. I didn't do anything right there.
Did she?
No.
But do you think they could be?
No, it's not. No. Nothing of mine.
Your pubes couldn't be?
No.
Right there?
No.
Has your penis ever been out by your car?
While I'm working? No.
Not working?
No.
Have you ever had sex in the backseat of your car?
I have not.
Because, I mean, some people do. I mean, I'm not saying forced sex, consensual sex.
Right.
So your penis has never been in your backseat?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible any of this DNA shares?
No. It's not. That's. I would like to go at it. Not my DNA.
Are those pubes going to be yours?
No. No.
Anyway, those pubes are going to be yours?
No, we're not. Please. Go.
I know. We're going to test it. It just takes. Anyway, your skin cells are going to be anywhere on her mouth?
No.
Skin cells from your fingers?
No.
Did you touch her body anywhere other than with the back of your hand pat searching her?
Just pat searched her and that was about it. Didn't touch her face or anything.
You got to understand, we've had so many people sat in that same chair that tell us all day long, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. They promise on their baby, on their mama.
Right.
They promise to God. And then they come right back. We get back these tests, and you can't get out of it, you know? I mean, once you kind of get basically kind of locked into something, there's no talking about it.
Right.
And that's why we would try to give a person every opportunity.
Right.
Because if the tests come back, you ain't coming back in here.
Because here we have a woman that says about, you know, basically being sexually assaulted.
Right.
Okay? And we're calling it by force and all that. Big difference between that and a hookup.
Right.
And to come back, if there's something there and you say no, and she said it was that, you know, you see where we're going.
Right,
with this.
I do.
And that's why we always try to give every angle.
Right.
We wasn't there.
Right.
So we just got to go off of everything that we see and have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you understand?
No hookup?
No hookup.
Not even a little hookup?
No, not a little hookup.
No booby?
No booby. I saw no breasts.
Did she see your penis?
No.
At this point, the invasive nature of the detective's line of questioning appears meant to rattle Daniel, a tactic which seems to have worked. They'll now leave him alone for 10 full minutes, likely discussing the case, but also letting Daniel stew in his anxiety.
Any questions?
I'm just bombarded with questions. But
I know. Do you have any? Do you want to bombard us with any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
We might, as far as you said you take the lie detector test.
Right.
Do you have any extra job? Is there a time when you can't take a lie detector test?
No.
That you can take it at any time?
I can take it at any time.
You're not scheduled for vacation coming up?
I'm not scheduled for vacation.
Okay. Where are you at on your days on right now?
This will be my second day out.
Okay.
Wednesday.
So you're Tuesday to Tuesday?
Tuesday to Tuesday.
You take any testosterone booster?
I do take a pro hormone, which is over the counter, BYN, Beyond Your Nutrition, which is off Memorial and Penn-ish.
What's that do to your nuts? You know how
they say it shrinks your nuts.
Does it?
They say they shrinks your nuts.
Are your nuts shrunk?
I don't think they are.
I mean, well, you would notice. You know your ball size.
I don't think they have shrunk.
Has it done anything to your penis?
No.
You have any problem getting it up?
I don't.
You have any problem ejaculating?
I don't.
It's called BYN.
BYN, Beyond Your Nutrition.
Is that the name of the store or what you take?
It's off the store.
What's the stuff you take?
It's called Methadrol.
Does it make you hornier when you're on that?
Supposedly, science says that it's supposed to increase your testosterone levels.
Do you feel?
Which in case, I guess, makes you more.
Wait, how long have you been taking that?
On and off for maybe a year.
So, do you think you want it more since you've been on that? I mean, if you're doing it once a day, that's a lot.
Plus jack
I think. Plus off.
For my age, I don't think that's a lot.
Was it that before you took this stuff?
Yeah, I think I have. I think that's probably why I'm a bigger guy, is because I have higher testosterone. I'm an athlete.
And do you think you have a high sex drive?
Yeah.
Do you like oral sex? Normal?
I like it all.
You'll take it at okay. Do you prefer vaginal? Would you rather get a blowjob or do it in the hoo-ha?
Do it. Me? You take it in the
No, you give it in the hoo-ha or get a blowjob?
Sex.
Sex? What about anal sex?
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just step out.
I had some questions about some midgets, but I guess I'll leave that alone.
Have you ever had sex with a dude?
I've never had sex with a dude.
Daniel denies ever seeing or knowing his second accuser, despite her perfect description of him. But he still won't have a good explanation as to why the stop took so long.
Get a better handle on where the time went. You're talking about 15 minutes, no 800, no running on the computer, you shut it down. And even you said it was just a quick little search of the car. Where's the rest of that time?
Just talking to her.
About what?
Just see
I mean,
where you
she's-
go, and actually just trying to get her to confess, are you drunk or not? Like, are you been drinking? Because I could smell it when I was in the car, but I can't really get it.
Well, what if she just said, yes, I'm drunk?
I probably would have took her down.
Did you do any tests?
I didn't do any sobriety tests. Just from inside the car, smelling it, and that's about it.
But
Emotional,
even that,
maybe.
But even that'd be just within a minute or two. I mean, I used to be DRE, so I know how long those questions will last. So then you switch on over. But nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. So I didn't hear a lot of drunk questions, like how much
have
did
you been drinking? Mainly it's just have you been drinking, trying to get her confessed. Not at all or anything like that, but I take my time sometimes.
But you didn't write her tickets.
Didn't write her ticket.
You didn't run her.
Didn't run her.
You didn't even put yourself out.
Didn't put myself out.
How could you take 15 minutes on that?
Just talking. I must have been talking. So that's it.
I can't see her wanting to talk if she's crying and asking if you're going to shoot her and all this. I don't see her being real forthcoming with conversation.
Whether my questions or whatnot, that's it.
I mean, you don't seem. I mean, I don't know how you were out there, but just kind of talking with you. I mean, you seem real laid back and everything like that. I've never got the impression of just kind of an angry type cop. We know some,
right.
That you might would ask, but I don't see that question coming up of you. And you're not saying she was drunk or high, or I mean,
I didn't think she was drunk over legal limit .08, and like I said, I didn't make any threats to her. She was just emotional because me the gun deal, or she saw a cop and
What gun deal?
She said, "You got a gun," so I was like, "Calm down."
Duh, everybody is.
Yeah, and so I guess she brought that up, and I was like, "Calm down."
When she asked about you got a gun, what point did she ask that?
She asked that right when we were searching the passage and when we were in the back of the car.
So she brought it up twice?
Twice.
She just says, you got a gun, or what?
Yeah, and it starts crying, and I'm like, don't get emotional, it's okay.
Did she ever say, you shouldn't do this?
No.
Or I can't do this?
No.
She just says, you got a gun.
You got a gun.
Are you going to shoot me?
And then I don't think she ever said that.
No, you said last time. I said, did she?
Maybe she said that, but then I was like, do you have any bad runs in with the cops? And she's like, no.
So you don't think 15 minutes was too long on that traffic stop?
No,
And nothing sexual went on during that 15 minutes?
Nothing sexual.
Daniel is now left alone for approximately 10 minutes while the detectives call his girlfriend. They attempt to have her corroborate his story, but unfortunately for him, she doesn't.
You created some more work. Fixing to go. I just talked to Karen.
Okay.
She said she was asleep when you got home and you did not try to have sex, and you did not have sex.
I did try to have sex.
She said you didn't. And I asked her, could you have been asleep? And you had kind of, no. And she said no. You did not try to have sex.
As much as I don't want to involve her, I tried to have sex with her and she was asleep. Carrie goes to sleep pretty early, about 9, 10 at the late.
Okay, but she would know if you tried. I'm a woman.
I know.
And my husband comes home in the middle of the night and I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been asleep. You said you twirled around her vagina.
I did.
And you put it in a little bit and then she said, I'm tired. No.
I did.
She would remember that to tell me.
Maybe.
She said you did not try to have sex.
And it's more personal because it's Carrie, but I did try to have sex with Carrie. I did.
I don't know what to say. I mean, because it just looks like I just caught you in a lie. And now I don't know what to believe.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what to believe.
Okay.
Because you tell me this, I go to verify it. She tells me the opposite, and now I'm wondering what you're telling the truth about.
Maybe because she doesn't know what the heck's going on.
No, she doesn't. I didn't tell her.
And I'm glad, but detectives calling her, any other officer asking her a question like that.
I know.
She may be scared. And I don't want to involve her, but
she's involved
that's
because
my
you
girlfriend. That's like
you need her involved for you.
Right.
But now she's given the story that you're not given.
I'm telling you, I tried to have sex with Carrie, my girlfriend.
She is going to remember your weenie twirling around her hoo-ha. You remember that. I'm sorry, I don't care how much of a sleeper you are. You remember because it pisses you off in the middle of the night and you go, are you serious? Don't bother me with that.
Maybe you should call her and ask her if she's a deep sleeper. Because there's multiple times I've tried to do that. Multiple times we've had sex. Multiple times she has pushed me off.
You told me that you have sex every day, and she says you did not have sex today.
We didn't have sex today. No. We didn't.
Well, you said you have sex every day.
Mostly every day, yes.
So if I call her back, is she going to tell me that you'll have sex every day?
We did not have sex, but recently, mostly every day, yeah.
I'm a woman, and I know what it feels like to be woke up for sex, and I don't like that. And you remember it, and I don't believe you.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm sorry. I tried to have sex with my girlfriend. I did.
I don't know. You're a dude. Does your wife get pissed off if you try to wake her up in the middle of the night?
She had white thong on and a t-shirt.
Okay, you talk to him. I'm gonna go call her again.
Okay.
Because right now, I don't believe it.
Hey, the pants.
You want me to bring him in?
Yeah.
In a plastic bag?
As Daniel wipes the sweat from his brow, it's fair to say he's feeling the heat from the detectives, but he'll soon be feeling it from his girlfriend as well.
And that's probably her message or whatever.
She's like, what?
And I wish we're not gonna. Carrie.
Well, we're not gonna tell her. You're gonna have to explain whatever the situation is.
That's what happened.
You got any questions of all this?
I'm getting attacked now. I'm just feeling. I'm like, God bless. I want DNA. I want everything. I want get it done.
We're gonna put it to the front of the line, okay?
Get it done.
I can tell you, it usually takes a long time, but because of the situation, we will put it at the front of the line, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, usually on this stuff we do whatever we can.
Here is shorts and a shirt. I don't know if the shirt will fit in the set. Before I call Carrie.
Yes.
You tried to have sex with Carrie.
I tried to have my girlfriend. Yes, that was in my bed. Yes.
Do you ever cheat on her?
No.
So it's only Carrie right now.
Carrie.
Okay.
All right, man. Pants in this bag and just put the. I think you're gonna need to, unless you want to keep the shirt on. I don't know. I don't know if this shirt's gonna be big enough for you. You're a big old boy. I was gonna get a tie back, so I don't know where these came from. Well, can you think of anything?
Will it be okay if I tell my family about this? And
no, you
that's
tell
fine.
them.
Okay.
It's your life. Like we usually have to spend. We spend as much time anytime there's an allegation, okay, trying to clear up the matter, one way or the other.
I just
okay?
don't want my girlfriend to be involved. You know, there's something. I try to have sex with my girlfriend. As bad as that sounded, as bad that sounds when she's asleep. Yeah.
No, you're fine. Hey, I try to crawl up to my wife all the time. Hey, she shoots me down.
I think she's probably just imagine her just being all nervous and whatnot. You know, just.
Well, you can get home and kind of explain everything.
So what goes on from now? There she is. Jesus.
Well, you're headed home, obviously, because you need some pants. Why don't you go ahead and get address that.
As Daniel now removes his uniform, which will be taken in for evidence, he stares at more incoming text messages from his girlfriend. She most assuredly has a few questions of her own.
I love you.
Daniel assures his girlfriend that he'll be home soon with a story he promises is nuts. It will prove to be the most truthful he's been all day, and the news will only get worse from there as he's soon informed of his immediate suspension and his weapons, equipment, and credentials stripped.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, until this investigation gets all completed, what's going on, we're going to put you on administrative leave of pay, okay?
Sure.
Just part of procedures, you know, and they got to do this until it gets all taken care of, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you this to sign that you're receiving it. And I'm going to give you a copy to take home. I want you to read it very carefully when you get home because there's some details that other people forget to read. You know, such as you got to check in with me on every Tuesday morning before 9 o'clock. Call me at the station and just make sure I know who you are and where you're at. There's some things we got to take from you. I think there's firearms already in there.
Yes, sir.
In the deal. Do you have your shirt in here? We'll get your badge off that.
Yeah.
Is that the only badge you have?
Yes, because the other badge is upstairs because it was we got lost in their foot chase. So
okay.
The other one's upstairs.
Upstairs where?
With Susan, chief.
Okay,
assistant.
so you haven't got a replacement yet?
I haven't yet.
You have not? Okay. Well, we need to find out about that as well. So you just have the one on the deck and whatever. Let's go ahead and get that from you.
Sure.
And we're going to need your radio too. We'll just kind of check it off as we go here.
After a dozen more allegations surfaced, Officer Daniel Holtzclaw was arrested and charged with an eventual 36 counts of sexual abuse offenses, including sexual battery, procuring lewd exhibition, stalking, and forcible oral sodomy.
Count 32, rape in the first degree. Defendant is guilty of the crime of rape in the first degree and punishment is set at 30 years. Count 33, sexual battery. Defendant is guilty of the crime of sexual battery and punishment is set at 8 years. Count 34, sexual battery. Defendant is guilty of the crime of sexual battery and punishment is set at 8 years.
He was found guilty on 18 counts and sentenced to 263 years in prison.
She was thrown 40 feet either, but she is dead. Yeah, just write a check. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
On January 23, 2023, Seattle, the Way police officer Kevin Dave receives a call from dispatch about a possible drug overdose taking place. En route to the scene, Dave strikes and kills a college-age female pedestrian. Fellow officer Daniel Otterer arrives to evaluate Dave, and after leaving the scene is soon recorded discussing the incident on the phone with a fellow officer.
I mean, he's going 50. That's not out of control. That's not reckless for a trained driver. Yeah, lights and sirens. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's some... Initially, he said she was in a crosswalk. There's a witness that says, no, she wasn't. But that witness could be different because I don't think she was thrown 40 feet either. I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. No, it's a regular person.
The regular person that Officer Otterer is laughing about was 23-year-old Jana Laquenda, a native of India. She was earning a master's degree in information systems from Northeastern University's Seattle campus when she died. But while no price can truly be placed on a human life, Otterer would have a figure in mind.
Yeah, just write a check. Just, yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
Audierer seems to realize his body cam is still on and promptly deactivates it, but the damage is done, and after the tape was released to public outcry, the Seattle Police Department now claims Audierer has been administratively reassigned to a non-operational position. He still holds onto his position as vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild. As outrageous as these cases were, wait until you see when evil girlfriends get arrested.
Stay in the car! Really?
Stay in the car!